something like this. Test database fixture, test data object 1 class not found. What's the composer setup for this? SilverShift test goes into tests. Tests. Oh, collapse everything. Goodness. SilverShift test database fixture. Test data object 1. So test database fixture, test data object 1. Stupid. Some atom buffer nonsense. Okay, so this one ignore test is because I need to write a new test for XML generation, which is kind of fine. Kind of fine, yo. Now what happened last time was I got this example project generating stuff, so I could go PHP index. Oh, and something broke. Need to run a composer update. Nothing. Okay, sure. That's weird. I'm gonna run that composer update again. Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait for anything meaningful to happen. In the meantime, I should have... Okay, so there's a bunch of nonsense here which I'll just delete because I don't care about it. And I can delete this. I can delete this. Okay, so there is this index file, and a lot of this actually needs to be abstracted away. But the basics of it are that a generator can generate schema just for this table. And so this code here stitches that all together into one schema.xml file. So if I do this, I should get a schema.xml file. And then there were some other commands which I can't remember offhand. So SQL build, I think, was the one. SQL import was the other. SQL insert. And model build. Whee! And that gives us these two folders. So SQL build puts this into the database, creates this page class based on this class here. And then model build makes a whole bunch of nonsense here. Makes a whole bunch of nonsense. I mean, what's interesting here is that there's like, okay, so base generation. I don't actually know enough about Propel, I feel. I'm just going to look through the docs a bit more. See, I don't really know if I like this so much. Actually, you know what? This isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. I could have a look at what all the query things are, and I could create traits with static accesses for this stuff. There's a lot of junk here. Wow, there's such a lot of junk here. Okay, so this can actually just be a proxy. This data object can just be a proxy. And so what I'm probably going to have to do is on this data object here, so I have a hydrate method here which creates object properties and then sets them. But what I want to do is have something like I actually want to abstract this to like a trait, like a query trait. Do I want to do query trait? I want to have call and call static in here, proxying things to the underlying data object and data object query, so that you can create a data object and it reflects the properties of those things. Because I want to use Propel as a database abstraction layer, and I want to use Propel's ORM capabilities, but I want to dress them up in an API that is sane for, that is expected for SilverStripe. I don't really need to do this. I could just actually say this properties is properties. This should actually still pass the unit tests. No, I don't think I'm testing data objects yet. Very well, anyway. I'm not testing data objects, I'm just testing the analyzer and generator. And at that, I'm just testing the analyzer at the moment. Data object. No, what am I doing? Ooh, I should put D&D on. I have D&D on. Why am I getting this stuff? Good old Granty. If not this object model, if not this model. You see, I also don't have a way at the moment to blah. I need to have a private function get model name. Class and MD5 class. Let's see what this looks like. I don't even know if I'm going to get one of those. Stink, man. Because the idea is that I actually generate a safe name. So this will actually... Yeah, the idea is that I generate a safe name. So base64 is actually probably what I want. Base64 of the class name. Now base64 can start with a number, which